just have the liquid manure set up, just because it's pretty pricey. Like, I don't know why every map in this game has it. Like, it's nice that it has it, but in real life, I don't know personally any farmer who actually has a liquid manure set up. Usually solid manure is a lot more common just because it's a lot easier to deal with. You don't need the huge tanks and the pipes and all that. It's just, you know, you scrape it out of the barn, put it into a pile, and use it when you need to use it. But the liquid manure, not so much. That's not so common, so. There we go. Gonna hop into this guy here. Lock these bales down. I don't have... Where's this guy? He can go in group 4. Unlock, lock. There. Not moving anywhere now. Let's go sell these bales, because I'm sure going to get more than 6 bales off that over there. Yeah, so a lot of farmers don't have liquid manure set up. It's a pretty intense setup, so a lot of people don't actually go that route. So solid manure is easy though. And in the olden days, what they used to do is they used to go to each stall for the cows and use a pitchfork and clean out the manure out of each stall and put it into like a conveyor belt system that would take it out into a big pile out of the barn. Nowadays, like on a dairy barn, it's crazy. Like they have like a whole... Some of the new automated dairy barns are just ridiculous. Can I get closer than this? Sweet. Drive-by selling. A lot of the newer barns have like an automated scraper that goes by and scrapes all the manure off the ground, and also they pick up the liquid manure because they have, instead of the floor being like a regular straight concrete floor, they'll have like grates, I guess you would call it, and then the grates, they'll let the manure fall down in between the grates, and then it collects it into the tanks, obviously. But those are multi-million-dollar dairy operations, not like your average Joe. And a lot of days, actually, that's becoming, you know, more of a necessity because it's pretty ridiculous to have a small dairy operation and without that kind of stuff, because you got to be there all the time and manually milk your cows. All right, so we have the course loaded. Gonna go ahead and get him to drive the course, and let's just see if he does his job. He was running, he's only got 15 liters left. It's probably going to need to be filled up pretty soon. So, all I've done is I took the field markers. Yeah, I'm just going to fill them up first. So all you need to do is make the field markers of the field, like I showed you in another episode. And then by having the field markers set up, you set your combine off, and you basically generate a course around the markers. And then all you need to do with your baler, so this is a round baler, obviously. So all you need to do with your baler is just set it up so it follows the combine's course. So if you have this guy follow the combine's course, he's basically doing exactly where the straw is. So all you need to do is set him up, and if the mod has been coded correctly, it should just drop the bale automatically. Not all balers will do it, mind you, so that's why I'm kind of curious about this one. But it should work. It should just stop and throw one out. I wonder if this is this washable? It looks like it's washable. But it's a nice looking mod though. Not too flashy. I like that. Just for this type of farm, it looks really nice. The McHale baler, I find, it has the, I don't know what it is, but it's like the little white belts on the top, and it looks a little funny. But this one looks pretty nice. So we're going to go ahead and set him up over here, and just verify that he does, in fact, work as intended. And the nice thing is I don't have to... before, what would happen is our combine would miss a big chunk over on the other side over there. But it shouldn't with Courseplay, technically. Alright, let's see if it does it. There you go. I'm not doing anything, so I can... So whoa, what's happening? So Courseplay does work like that relatively easily. And it'll just poop out the bales as needed, basically. Which is nice. Because I don't like doing that. I don't mind doing it, so I showed you on the other field that I did it, but I don't want to do it all the time, so. Alright, let's hop in the Bobcat. Go grab some bales. So this is the advantage of having Courseplay set up. Like, I don't have to do the baling myself, but I need to pick up the bales myself. I could get the auto stacker, but that's a little too big for this farm. So see how the combine is just picking up the last little bits over there? I'm pretty sure he's going to hit that tree. Oh no, he should be okay. Well, he will hit the tree eventually, just a question of when, basically. There we go. But as you can see, it does use fuel when you use Courseplay, so that is the disadvantage of it. And where is he? There he is. So he dropped a bale over there. So let's see how many bales he's dropped. But if you like doing the baling aspect, you know, it's a nice feature. I actually tried using Courseplay with the round baler in the more realistic mod, and it didn't work, which is interesting. So if you're like me and you like using Courseplay, I haven't tried it with the newest release of the more realistic mod, so maybe perhaps it works now, but with the version I originally tried with, it didn't work, so. Let's go grab this. Better put our beacon on. Oh no, let's not. That's too much flashing. I know Stocko Galaz loves his beacons, but it's just too much flashing. Alright. Let's go into this view here. This would probably be easy with a controller, I imagine, but it's not too bad with a mouse and keyboard. I have a controller I could use, I guess, but really, Bale, you're just gonna fall off the wagon? Oh my goodness. Makes no sense. I feel like I'm gonna have to like manually get out of the tractor and like unlock each time just to ensure. Just kind of on the annoying side. Am I lined up there? There you go. And it's funny because actually when you can actually move bales with a Bobcat like this. Wow, really? What's up with that? Why is it acting so strange? I bet you my oh, it's not. Okay, that's good. You can actually move a bale with a Bobcat, but you have to be careful because those bales are pretty heavy. And depending on the size of your Bobcat, of course, or your skid steer, we're going to call it. Because some of the smaller skid steers are going to have a really big problem moving bigger bales. Like these ones are only 4x4s, so they're not too bad, but anything bigger than that, you'll probably run into trouble. Let's just say that. Oh, that's just annoying that I have to do that. But I don't have to do it twice. I don't mind, I suppose. Yeah, so you can do it, but it's kind of funny. I've never moved bales of hay with a skid steer. I've done it with a tractor before. And you, Mr. Combine, can just stop. And we're just going to unload. Actually, I'm going to go get this last little bit that apparently he missed for some random reason. Request a driver just in the end here. And then as the driver's coming over here, gonna reset the course, and that's 11, I believe, down the bottom. So we're gonna do the same thing, except I'm pretty sure I need to head west, I guess it would be. And then what we'll do is we'll be able to set up the baler easily enough. And as you can see, using Courseplay with the baler works out really nicely. If you don't like, especially for round bales specifically, so you don't have to stop and go through that all those shenanigans right there. Is that wheat I have down the bottom too? It is. Excellent. Lift up my combine header here. And drive over here. Well, I guess we'll get this too. Might as well. We're going right past it. Put straw all over the field and make a big mess of it. Oh gosh. And I probably could just set him on his way from here. I bet you I could. Because I had him set west and the south. Let's just see what happens. He's got his beacon on. Oh, like the one tree you can't drive through. That's the one thing, from looking at new maps, I need to take into consideration how often I run through things without realizing it. Because I've been spoiled on this map a little bit. Oh, where's the starting point? South. What did I set the corner at? Southeast, I thought. Yeah, so it should be over here somewhere. Let's just back him up and see where he starts. Let's see where he goes. I do like how this has in-cab. Oh, way over there? Oh, right, southeast over there, not over here. Whoops. Oh well. I'm going to do the driving myself just so he doesn't screw it up. Because inevitably, if I set him up and he doesn't do what he's supposed to do, it is going to be ridiculous. I got to stop doing that. I don't know why, but I'll constantly spin around the combine. I noticed that when I was watching, when I was going through some of the videos and making some of the small descriptions. I was just like, I realized I spin around the combine constantly, and I have no idea why. Just line it up here. I wish more combines had the in-cab sound, because it's nice to have a nice quiet combine inside. It actually makes you want to go inside the combine too. Let's see what happens. Where's he going? Apparently that wasn't far away enough for him. I have no idea. Oh, there we go. Alright, so I'm far enough back. He should be okay this time. Let's see what happens. Alright, so he's way off there. Oh, I know why. Ah, that's fine. We got the job done. Apparently my bobcat's right in the way. So what we'll do is, and that's the problem when there's a tree that you can't run through. There we go. Should be okay now. And what I'll do is I'll change this guy's course, so then you can go to 11, unload, drive it nearest, and see where he goes. I don't know where he's going to go. Right into the other tractor, apparently. Shh. There. Let's just see what happens. Alright, where were we? Right. Bobcats. Yeah, so they're actually kind of fun to drive, but they can be quite dangerous, skid steers, because they do tip easily. And particularly when you're moving a big bale like this. Lock, unlock, there we go. Particularly when you're moving a big bale of hay or straw. Actually, hay's a bit worse because it's a little bit denser and a little bit heavier. So when you go to move hay, you can actually it's quite a bit of weight on a tractor and a skid steer. So depending on this, oops, I didn't want to honk the horn. Depending on how big the skid steer is, because they come in various sizes. You can get ones that you stand behind. You can get ones you sit in, like this one, for example. They have ones with tracks on it as well and all that, which are pretty cool. Alright. But the nice thing is they're very maneuverable and they can do a ton of stuff on a farm. Like, just like they can here. Like, you can use your skid steer to clean up manure, you can use it to move hay bales or straw bales, you can use it to move silage. Obviously not very much silage, but you can do it. Same thing on a real farm. They're very versatile pieces of machinery, although they are quite expensive. which is unfortunate. Like, this Bobcat in real life, and the game is like 21,000. I think in real life that's not necessarily that far off the mark either. So the Ford 7000 has finished work. Okay, let's hop into in-cab view. It's just a bit easier to see where the outline is without running into the other straw bale. There we go. Drop that. Oh, no you don't. Whoa, what happened there? I don't know what happened there, jeez. Alright, we'll fall down then, see what happens. And this is why we use an auto stacker as well, because you don't have to deal with all this. You don't have to fiddle-faddle, as some might say. I would just say mess around, personally. Alright. There we go. Alright, last bale. There we go. Apparently needed to concentrate there. Actually, ideally what you would do is you wouldn't have the combine return to the starting point. Specifically when there's bales all around like this. Because what you can do after this point is you can set it up so Courseplay goes and picks up the bales too. Not rounds. I guess you could do rounds. You could do that, but it's not... the weird thing about setting up a Courseplay course to pick up round or square bales, doesn't make a difference, is that they drop them off in the same place every single time. So unless you move them every single time, you're going to have a whole bunch of bales all in the same place. Perfect. Thank goodness for locking scripts. Wow. Because in real life, they would not be this finicky on this. But that's the name of the game. And this guy is right in our combine's way. Is he doing what the heck is he doing? I don't think I set him up for a headland. Oh, I know why. No, I don't know why. What the heck is he doing? I'll leave him on his way and see what happens. Alright, where were we? We need this one. Must be stuck or something. That's just weird. I wonder why I decided to go around like that. It's a bit odd. Because he should just turn around and go back. Apparently he didn't. And I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Ha! I'm an idiot. There. That's terrible. I set it up so it's the outline. Oh my goodness, I didn't generate the course. That's too funny. Well, that's what happens when you don't pay attention, I guess. I'm gonna set it on its way. I guess I loaded the course but never generated it. Oh well, these things happen. Not a huge problem, although it does make sense why he was going around in circles now. Go around in a circle. And... there's his starting point. That's the... Turn to the force point? No. I'm just going to do this. And outline. Then generate the course. There. He should perform as he's supposed to now. Let's just see what happens. Alright. Let's back it up here. Drive course. Let's just make sure he works properly. Or make sure he's working properly. There we go. Perfect. So now he's actually doing a full course, which is good for us. Let's get back into our tractor here and drop these straw bales off. I do like these tractors. They did a really good job on them. I do like the International Harvesters, the IH ones as well. However, they don't go on this farm because they're just a bit too big. As I've mentioned multiple times now, it's only a 100 horsepower or under, or well, sub 100 horsepower tractors, or well, sub would be under. But anyways, we're basically only doing that size of tractor, which is the reason why the IH, the International Harvesters, don't, we can't use them on this farm. So, alright, heading back to our straw bales. So we're making a bit of money with it, but honestly, depending on the map, most maps it's not really worth picking up and selling the straw. It's just more work than it's worth, you know, in too many cases basically. So, which is unfortunate. That's why I tend to keep straw for giving it to my cows or pigs, or sheep don't use it, I guess, but whatever animal I have that would require straw basically is what I use it for. So. Alright, let's get over here to our bale. So we got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's stick it right in the middle here. Let's go grab these straw bales over here. And the interesting thing about balers is that they actually come in different sizes. And it's really different sizes. Like for example, this baler is only a 4x4 baler, which is a relatively small and pretty standard size. And if you're dealing with people who don't have large equipment, this is really nice because, as I mentioned before, you can actually move one of these bales. You can roll it by yourself with little difficulty, basically. But if you want to try and move like a 4x5 bale, or like I think they have 4x6s as well, which are enormous, then you're gonna have you need to have a really big tractor to move one, and you need to have a need for that size of bale as well. 4x4s, you can basically stick a 4x4 bale, 4 foot by 4 foot is what I'm referring to, in the back of a truck, and it would stay. It wouldn't be the best thing in the world, but it would work. You could do it. Let's just stay right here. Hop in here. There we go. Man, those bales just do not want to stay on there. Maybe they're a bit bigger than 4x4s. I wonder. Because these bales are definitely bigger than, I think, the McHale ones. So that's probably why they're acting a little strange on this particular trailer, I guess. That's strange. Alright. Here we go. Stay here. Gotta be quick at the lock and unlock, or else it'll just go all over the place. Alright, so the 7,000 has finished. I need to set this guy off, so he'll actually go and pick up that. This guy's probably full. Yeah. And he'll just wait there for the Courseplay guys. Let's go back to our Bobcat, pick up some more bales. And of course, this is the advantage of having Courseplay once again, being able to do multiple things at once. So we're on a small farm right now, and look how much we're doing at this particular time. And as you get onto a bigger farm, it makes a world of difference, because you can do so many things at the same time, basically. So that's why I really like it, because it allows the possibility of, you know, essentially hiring workers. But if you were running a farm this small, you probably wouldn't have this many people all working at the same time. Let's be honest here. Small farm like this, maybe you'd have, you know, a family operation, so it's probably something like this size. Let's see. Maybe 4 people. Mother, father, son, daughter. That's maybe it, maybe. So 4 people at most. And assuming everyone can run a tractor sort of idea, and you have this much equipment. So probably in this situation, they probably wouldn't have a bobcat. They would probably have a front loader instead. And they probably wouldn't have a liquid manure setup in this size of farm either. But that's just my opinion. I'm not an expert by any means. But it's just what I think. Alright. How many bales are over there? 3, 5, 7, 9 bales, looks like. So that's another 2 more trips. Well, not 2 more trips, actually. But this is why I don't bale as well on camera, because then you need to pick up the bales on camera. Well, you don't have to pick them up on camera, so it does fall into a bit of a monotonous. Gotta be chatty. Oops, that's not very good placement there. Concentrate. There we go. Perfect. Let's just drive this away. There we go. Anyways, what I think I'll do is I won't collect the rest of the bales there on camera because there's going to be a whole other field of them. And what it will do is I'll stop it for now, and the next episode we'll continue where we left off. Anyways, my name's Ian Robson. This has been the Old Family Farm playing Farming Simulator 2013, and I'll catch you guys later.